Hello, beautiful people out there. How are we doing? I'm excited to be here today. You know why? I just finished my book. Yeah, so I'm here. This video is to share my book with you, just a little bit of what is in the book, the content. So the title of the book is Gifts of Difference, and yes, it's from your favorite special need coach, Esther Emmanuel. But first, I want to thank God for the opportunity to be able to share my knowledge in written form, so as to share with you all. My purpose or my drive to writing this book is just that I know that there is a need out there, and we have a lot of children with special needs right now, and parents seem to be they need help on how best to work with their children, on how best to take care of them, on how best what they need to know, and then of course I see teachers too, they need to know what to do. So I've been in this field for I think 11 years and counting now, and then I know firsthand the challenges most parents have, and even teachers in school, how best to handle kids with extra need, so I just felt like, okay, if I could share my knowledge with you on the understanding of different special needs and how best to work with them, maybe that could go a long way. So that is my drive, and I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity, and thank you all, for this great opportunity. Okay, so now let's get right straight into this. Okay, so the Gift of Difference, yes, has 13 chapters. All right, and then in each of the chapter, what is communicated there are different categories of special need. So in chapter 1, you would see communication and interaction category, where you have autism, ADHD, speech and language delay, and how to do oral motor exercises. Then in category 2, from chapter 6, you have cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, hearing and visual impairment, Tourette syndrome. You see, it's loaded, right? Then in chapter 3, where we have the learning differences, there we talked about different specific learning differences and intervention. We talked about brain integration therapy, talk about how to handle tantrums and meltdown. Then we talked about self-help skills, and of course in the conclusion aspect, you see further reading and how to just equip yourself more. And each of these categories are loaded. Talking about autism, there we really explored, and the good thing about Gift of Difference is that it's not a boring book. From the start to finish, there are life scenarios, there are stories, there are relatable scenarios and analogies on how best to understand the situation. So when you're reading it, it's more like you're reading a very interesting article. I mean, it's not like all terminologies or all jargons in special needs. It's more like it is written in a layman language, and that is my drive. I just wanted it to be so relatable. I wanted it to be, to be easy to understand, for anyone that picks, Gift of Difference would understand what autism is with just a layman language, so there are lots of analogy. Let me peep into one for you. Yeah, so all right, so in chapter 1, chapter 2 starts with autism. Chapter 1 is just a brief introduction and also different terminologies that we mix up. Now in chapter 2, it starts with a story of a boy, really, and his mom that started noticing some signs at age 2, and she doesn't know what to do, and I just feel like most parents also start with that. Of course, with my communication over the years, probably doing a pre-assessment interview with parents, I know that I've gathered a lot of information, and most times most parents start to notice 1 or 2 signs at age 2 or age 3, age 2 plus. The child can do something between at the start of their life, and after a while those abilities are being withdrawn, and then so especially when it comes to autism. So of course, it's what I'm trying to say is that I made it so relatable. It's something understandable, it's something out of experience. So when you pick up Gift of Difference, you're reading it and you're understanding it and you know what to do. Now, I didn't just put out information on what. I also put intervention plans, like what do you need to do, and even those intervention plans, you need to understand it. For instance, if your child needs ABA, what is ABA? Of course, it's there, applied behavior analysis. What is it? So if you have your child's therapist, for instance, I said, oh, your child needs probably an ABA therapy, you as a parent know what ABA is, because of course you've read it in the Gift of Difference. Now, I made it so relatable. I made it such that you can understand. In fact, I had to use an analogy, to explain ABA such that anyone can understand it. Let me peep into that quickly, because that's one of my favorite parts. Okay, I'm trying to search through now. All right, so so I used a coffee shop analogy to explain what ABA is. So meet Sarah, a confused but loving mom, sitting in a coffee shop with me, her son Jack with autism, and she's trying to understand this ABA thing, that our therapist mentioned. Now, Sarah say, ABA, is it like a new coffee drink? Because if it is, I need it, but if it's a therapy, I don't get it. How will I help Jack with ABA? Now, me explaining to Sarah, well, Sarah, imagine you are trying to get Jack to order his favorite coffee drink. He loves chocolate milk, but he's not talking today. He's not just saying that he loves it, but he loves it. Now, ABA is like a step-by-step guide to help him communicate and get what he wants. So Sarah was like, like a recipe, right? Yes, exactly. ABA breaks down big skills into tiny steps. Now we reinforce each small steps with something cool, like maybe a sticker or maybe a sip of the chocolate milk. It's just like building blocks, one tiny bricks at a time. And Sarah says, so that it's like teaching him to order coffee one step at a time. I'm like, yes, you finally got it. Exactly. We start with small steps, like Jack looking at me, then Jack saying milk, then eventually Jack can order his drink by himself, and through the process we make it fun and we make it rewarding, and of course he learns more. And so Sarah said, oh, I get it now. It's like teaching him to navigate through the coffee shop of life, one tiny step at a time, and chocolate milk is the motivation. I'm like, you finally got it. So that is what ABA is all about. Now, you can see that's kind of interesting. It's relatable. It's fun to read, but then you still understand the gist, right? Yeah, that's what you should expect in the Gift of Difference. So it's quite interesting. There are about 141 pages. It's very short, so you can just take it one step. And the good thing about it is right now it's still an e-copy, and so you can just look at the table of content wherever you need to read. You can click on it. It's clickable. Each of the content is clickable, so you don't have to start from the beginning or be scrolling through. If you go through the table of content and you don't feel like knowing about autism today, you just want to scroll down to cerebral palsy, you can easily click on cerebral palsy and it takes you directly to the page. Like, you don't have to start looking for it, so it's just a ready to go book. It's a guide, something that if you're confused or about what you're noticing in your student or in your child, you can quickly, let me check Gift of Difference by Esther Emanuel. Let me check and see if there's something written there, and if there's a solution on what to do. So it's actually a gift. This book is a gift to you. So the book is quite cheap for now. We're starting the pre-launch today. This video is today. That's 24th. Today's 24th. So we're starting the pre-launch today for the e-copy, but then let's get ready. The hard copy will be available also very soon, so we can get it across. So we're going to be putting the link on where to get the book on, but then we are also going to be doing the pre-launch on Bloomright platform, the WhatsApp Bloomright platform. So the link will be dropped on this video. So if you're interested in joining the platform, which you should, every parent should join the platform, because every day there's always a tip, and training going on, not only by me, but different professionals, just to equip us. And it's free. I mean, you don't have to pay for it. It's free. So we're going to do a pre-launch. Right now we are over 1,000 we are about 1,400 parents and teachers. Imagine that big community. Yeah, so you can join us too, and have fun learning. So thank you everyone for this video. I appreciate you, and thank you for all the lovely messages. I am grateful. I love you all so much. You've been an encouragement to me. Thank you so much, and I pray that God will continue to help us in all our endeavors. Don't forget, just share Gift of Difference on your platform. Let people know it's actually a gift to you all. So thank you so much, and have a blessed day. Bye.